I didn't even realize I wasn't recording. I'm a goofy little goober. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm recording. I don't think it's focused, but that's why we're getting my normal glasses so I can actually see when it is focused instead of my sunglasses, which make the screen darker, you know? So that's what sunglasses do. Yeah, that's not focused. That's focused. What's up? So, daily videos, my ass, I guess, you know? It's funny. That's not flattering. Not flattering, that's not a good angle. So, it's Easter. I don't like holidays. Obviously, I'm working right now, but I'm down 5 pounds on my cut so far. So far, I started off 175, and I'm gonna go down to 155, 150. But I did weigh in at 170 this morning, so I hit that benchmark. But I had family food. I ate some ham, some mac and cheese, some biscuits, you know, stuff like that. And I didn't eat dessert because I realized I fucked up, probably. But it's only one meal, so it'll go back to normal regulation in like 3 days. But I still have to wait 3 days now to get back down to 170. It's just like, it's not worth it, you know? And then they always talk about the same bullshit. It's just a bunch of fucking, like, middle class or poor people complaining about their stupid life decisions. And it pisses me off. Because I'm sitting here, 17, listening to them complaining about a fucking septic tank. Or a girl complaining about the dating life and how guys are so fucked up, even though she smokes weed and does whatever the fuck she wants with her body. Yeah, you're totally gonna attract a good guy like that. Sure. It pisses me off. So, I'm here now. I just recorded a thing for a video, little thing. It took 2 seconds because nobody's home, so I didn't look like a weirdo doing it. But that looks like an anarchy symbol. Sorry, I have ADHD. Anyways, I said anyways, nice. Good job, Nolan. But that video should be up very, very soon, and then this thing is gonna be my brand. Obviously, you guys don't know that yet, but my thing is gonna be a purple and black suit. So call me purple guy, I guess. I don't fucking care. And then for thumbnails, I'm gonna do, or probably also the intros of the video. I'm gonna do a Wojak face on my thing, like a printed out Wojak face of like the emotion felt like in like the part of the thumbnail. So like if it's a before and after, like I did this for a week or blah, 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 something like that. It's like a depressed Wojak and then a really happy, like proud Wojak. You know, that type of stuff. So that'll be good because all the people who do like Wojak stuff, like mostly in the self-improvement niche. I haven't seen a Wojak anywhere else, which is why I'm gonna move it to the fitness niche because I want to do fitness content or like self-improvement, mostly fitness content, I think. But not even like fitness, just I don't know. It's hard to explain. Whatever. We'll see. Weight loss, maybe. Just the entire niche of like weight loss. I just want to help gamers, get their lives together like I did. That's basically it. But the reason why is all these people who use Wojaks, they use it because it's something that any face, anywhere can relate to. It's not like, what do you call it? Even if you put your own face in the videos, there's some people who can't relate to it because they're not the same, race as you or blah, blah, blah. So people don't know what race I am and they see a Wojak and they see me in a full suit. They might see my hands. I doubt they'll be able to see my hands in the thumbnails. They might see a watch in my hands. But, like, if they see a Wojak, the first thing that comes to their mind is nothing. It's just, like, infinite relatability, and that's why it's good. So that's why I kind of want to do that, so that people can immediately relate and immediately get hooked into the actual content of the video and not just, like, watch it based off of if they like my face or not. Because, I mean, let's be honest, I'm ugly. It's whatever. That probably just pissed off some people. Anyways, any meow. So yeah, that's that. I'm just recording this because I plan to do a daily video, every day on the second channel. And somehow I fucked that up because job and stuff, and then I forgot about permission slip for fucking prom. And I have to try and figure that out and be like, please remember me. I need that permission slip. And they'll probably give it to me because they don't really care, but it's whatever. I'm just rambling now. Anyways, so last video I touched on my serious goals in which I want to retire my mom. I want to be financially free and live with my best friends, stuff like that. And I want to be financially free so that I have the free time to do creative endeavors, like I don't know, make a video game or something, or do music. And I'm not doing those on the whim, is that the right word? I don't know. I'm not doing those on the off chance that those make me successful. I want to be successful so that I can do those to just make myself proud, Because I don't care if anyone would listen to my music or play my game. If I'm proud of it, if it's something that I poured my heart and soul into, it really doesn't matter. And if I'm financially free, it literally does not matter because I'm already set. I don't know, I can make movies down the line. I can do a bunch of shit that I would just like to do. And that's not me saying I want to check off every box in life, because yeah, I kind of want to do that. But no, I'm interested in film. I'm interested in game making, in game design, all that stuff. I'm interested in music in general. I have a fucking piano downstairs and shit. And I'm interested in that stuff. I love singing, which gets really annoying because I sing way too much, but I wouldn't do that in YouTube videos. But first, you gotta be financially free. And how do you do that? Well, that's what this is for. And you might be thinking, well, you're literally nowhere in life, right? You're nowhere. You're exactly where I am. You're broke. You're trying to figure out how to do all this stuff. Yeah, but the thing is who is the one recording and who's the one watching? Who's the one consuming? Who's the one creating? Who's the one actually spending the time to educate themselves and record it, which I will be doing, record it, telling you the infinite wisdom that they learn from fucking minds such as Marcus Aurelius, let's just say, because I'll probably buy Meditations to read that. I'll probably buy a Russell Brunson book, like .com Secrets or something. Get some trafficking books. I'm probably going to buy, I don't think you even need to buy it, but the $100 Million offers Alex Hormozi, and I'll take literally the most important thing that I learned from each chapter, set them up, and give it to you for free. Infinite wisdom from me that I will be learning over the span of blah, 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 however long it takes, because that's what you need to do. Public education stuff, that's only going to get you to middle class. So, great. If your goal, if you're poor, if you're in an impoverished area, which I am not anymore, happily, we make it out of the gated community with this one. Yes, I'm in a gated community. I don't own this house. I lucked out with my mom being with this guy. But the thing about that is I genuinely do not care about whatever house I'm in. If I was in an impoverished house, if I was in a mansion, I don't care. I'm in a decent house. It's nice. It's a nice house. I don't care though, okay? The only thing you need in a nice house to be successful on YouTube, or in a house to be successful on YouTube, is a studio. That's it. And I don't even have that because I'm an idiot. So I'll probably be recording outside on the deck or something, on the porch, on the port bow. And we actually have stuff set up so it looks nice. It could be kind of a studio and they don't even realize it. But I went over my poor friend's house. They live in apartments and stuff. So it's these really, really tiny bungalow places. And there's mold in the walls and stuff. And I just realized this is just every house that you see, modern society or whatever, people who are rich rent, as we all know. Every house you see that is owned definitely can't just be taken away from you at any moment. Any house that is owned, any apartment building that's owned, they're all just little cells, little cell boxes. And if you look at life from a bird's eye view, you see these little ants, little cells, these little prisoners, and they go to their work. They might go to the gym, go to the grocery store, come back. It's literally line, over and over again. This same thing. What do you see fucking? What do you see rich people doing? I mean, sometimes they do that, but then they go whoop and just fucking fly away. But my point that I'm trying to make, that I'm really bad at making, because I've never really talked about this, is I don't care what house I'm in, because the space is all just like mental. It doesn't really matter. It's kind of fake. Like, the appearance is there. The appearance of a facade of a good life is here, right? That greenery, which makes you happy. So even if you're in a bad house, get greenery. You got greenery, you got some nice white walls, you got a river right outside. It's not that nice because it's bad state. You got a river, you got a porch, you got a nice blanket, a decent couch. You got some Gatorade Zero with you. You got David Goggins right behind the camera. You got a rug. But I thought that it would be the house. I used to live in a pretty impoverished area, a little condo. Not that good of a condo. It's not horrible, but it was up there with impoverished, or I guess down there with impoverished. As a person who likes to make excuses a lot, I still do. I haven't been making them as often recently, which is pretty cool. Or I've learned to not listen to that stupid part of my brain, mind, body, soul. I've been listening to my soul more than my brain. It just wants to fuck everything for some reason. But I used to make a lot of excuses, and one of the excuses I made was my standard of living and stuff. Like, obviously, I want to be rich. I want to be free. I want to have a good fucking jacked body. I mean, you literally can't see anything there. Want all that, right? Yeah, I've gained like 10 pounds of muscle maybe in the last 8 months. 10 pounds, yeah, that's probably right. Around 10 pounds of muscle. But I used to blame where I lived and my circumstances there as why I wasn't doing anything. I knew that it wasn't. Obviously, in the back of your mind, when you make an excuse, you know you're wrong, right? In your soul. That's why we separate mind, body, soul. Your soul. You know it's wrong. That you're blaming this shit. But you do it anyways, for some reason. Oh, I can't do this because my house doesn't look good. My setup's not good enough. It doesn't matter. Oh, I can't do YouTube until I get a camera, right? Camera. I was doing shit with my phone. I got a camera because I had the money to, because I sold my PC. And a camera is an investment that I can use for the next however many years. I don't need to spend money on another camera. It was an investment. It wasn't like I didn't do YouTube until I had a camera. I actually never made that excuse. I actually did a little thing with my friends, like a little mini podcast or something, where I was complaining about like my camera quality and stuff, and then I said I don't care. And they were like, here, I'll send you a webcam, right? I'll send you a good webcam. And I was like, nah, fuck it, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't care if I start off at the smallest place. I just need to put in the work. If you're the type of person that just puts in the work, you're going to eventually get the things that you want, like a good camera or living in a good, place, whatever, like that. But just, like, not making excuses. And obviously that's, like, really cliche, really, like, level 1 of understanding life. But yet 99% of people still make the same excuses every single day. Or, obviously, we have all said, I will do that tomorrow. Bitch, no you won't. You're doing that today or you're never going to do it. That's how it works. You can't put stuff off for tomorrow. As I was driving back, obviously, your brain likes to make excuses because your brain wants to be comfortable, right? This is something I learned from David Goggins, which his books, I can't even tell if it was my life that like inspired myself and has helped me realize the separation between mind, body, and soul, which I actually get now. But also, the eyes are the window to the soul. If you want to talk to yourself in a mirror, because that's your fucking soul talking to you. I probably sound crazy right now, right? But just try it, whatever. But as I was coming home, in my mind, I was like, yeah, but today was a waste anyways, and like, yeah, I do have 6 hours, but like, I gained weight. I might as well just go home. Might as well jerk off. Might as well watch some porn. I actually didn't think about that because I've been really good with that, actually. But might as well just go home, get in some comfy clothes, eat some more, glutton yourself, because you already fucked up. So why not just go eat some Klondike bars, go eat some dairy, shit yourself, get a bunch of acne because you're lactose intolerant, me, I guess. But, like, why don't you just do that? Go to sleep, watch some YouTube, watch a couple movies, call your best friend who always tells you to watch some movies and play video games, play some Valorant, play some Rocket League, play some Fortnite, dog. Play some Counter-Strike 2. And then, as there were a million different thoughts of those bouncing around in my head, there was that one thought that kept repeating itself, was just, I need to sit down and work, and that's what I'm doing. But the thing is most people don't know how to siphon through all the bullshit and get to what they actually want. And what you actually want is your goals, your aspirations, the stuff that your soul wants, you know? Something else that I've learned, I'm just sharing a bunch of wisdom. If you want some wisdom, here you go. Something else that I learned is if you're not putting in the work, you actually don't want it. I really need to get better at speaking. The way fucking the guy talked about this shit, and I'm not editing this, so now I look like a fucking idiot. But here we are, I guess. If you for 2 years straight said you wanted to be a drop shipper, right? If you for 2 years straight said you wanted to start drop shipping or SMMA, like fucking a mangaji, or you want to be a YouTuber, which obviously I've uploaded YouTube videos before. I clearly want to be a fucking YouTuber, make something on YouTube. I love YouTube. Or I love content creation. But if you constantly say this stuff and then don't even take that first step, that first minuscule step of just recording or advertising a product, if you're doing drop shipping, advertising a product, because making a website, you can make as many websites as you want, but if you don't advertise the product, you're never getting a sale, obviously. Or cold calling for SMMA and telling them that you're gonna give them $150,000 annual revenue, which, bitch, no you won't. I don't know why. It's not easy money. I hate when people think that it's easy money. I was very interested in SMMA because it's all about like arbitrage and paying someone else to do the work and you're just the middleman, right? But then I looked for 4 hours a day for a person to be that middleman, and they kind of don't exist. So that was hard. Now I'm back to what I'm actually passionate about, which is content creation, because I love doing creative stuff and stuff like that. I also love the fact that on YouTube, I could literally just record my everyday life. People could know everything about me, or I could fake an entire persona, but people could know everything about me. People could know where I started, where I ended up, and the scary thing about that is accountability, but it's also the most beautiful thing, because if I end up in a good place, I'm 10 times more like honorable, like not accountable. Accountable isn't the right word, but like I just have a lot more respect to my name. That I was willing to put all this shit out there, you know? Nice. So yeah, next video I do will probably be going over the fundamentals of what I'm trying to do, because I'm learning life like a skill right now, and I know how to master any single skill. Any single fucking skill. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to prove I do. I'm going to prove I know how to master any single skill with my rule sets that I made up. Okay? Well, I didn't make them up. They're laws of the universe, and that's actually one of the chapters. And if you understand the laws of the universe, you understand life itself. Blah, 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 blah. I've talked about this a million different fucking times. It is actually so vitally important that you understand the world is just math. Don't be a nerd about it. Just understand that everything has its little tiny place, goes in a certain linear line. Sometimes not linear because chaos is order, order is chaos. Yeah, no, it's weird. Life is weird. The universe is weird. But if you come to understand it, you know, I just bit my tongue. If you come to understand it, you'll understand literally everything that happens in your life. Everything. Down to why you feel sick, why you feel like shit, why you feel depressed. Down to something as weird as that, which most people think is impossible to fix. It's impossible to fix depression, yet it's simply your mind telling you it does not like the situation you're in. Boredom, the like, not the term, the idea, the prospect of boredom is simply your brain telling you it wants to do something. And if you truly want to figure out what you want to do with your life, literally shut off all distractions, close your eyes, go in a dark room, no electricity, no anything that could fuck with you, right? No fucking phone, no TV, no music, nothing. Simply a blank room. You hear birds chirping in the background in the woods or whatever, that's fine. Blank room, stare into the abyss. That's it. You won't be able to. But after a few hours, you'll start to think about what you actually want. And suddenly, the first thing you do, it might still be check your phone, because that's a habit you built up. It might still be blah, blah, blah. But then instead of being hooked on it immediately, you know, let's listen to some music. I can't hear you. I know that's a bit that guns for fun, and when you no Johnny go down, you know, like that. I didn't say the word, by the way. Fuck you. And instead of being addicted, you just pick it up. You're like, hey, someone messaged me. Okay, cool. Put it down immediately, because that's not actually what you fucking care about. You don't care about this shit. Suddenly, you're gonna have this new thought in your brain of, what do I actually care about? Got it. And then you're going to move on with your day and do that. And if you end up doing this over the span of a year, suddenly you'll be a purposeful man living his best life. Every single day of my life in the past month would have been considered the best day of my life. Not like in terms of partying or whatever, 'cause I don't care about that. But just the most productive, most honest, happiest days of my life are all in the last month. And that was just exponential. The thing about me saying that I'm not depressed anymore was, I understand what depression is. And depression is actually temporary because it's a defense mechanism from your brain. So when I feel depressed, I'm not going to tell people that I have depression, because I don't. I'm simply depressed because I decided to make a poor decision. I fell for my desires, my temptations. You know? But Currently, I'm happy as a... I don't know a good analogy for that, but I'm happy. I was obviously mad a little bit earlier because I couldn't, get down to business to defeat the Huns immediately when I woke up. And I actually woke up late because I was dreading a holiday because I hate holidays so fucking much. And, now we're here. Now I'm doing this little thing, which in the grand scheme of things doesn't seem like much. But if I know anything, it's the butterfly effect. And the more I do this, and the more I improve my videos, which this video I'm making is actually fire as hell, but not this video, the video I'm working on right now, it's been taking me 2 months to fucking make. Because I'm an idiot, and I've only edited like 12 hours of it probably so far. 12 hours of editing. But if I know anything, it's the butterfly effect, man. Something Andrew fucking Kirby said was a man with this is why wisdom is the most powerful tool any man can have. A man with infinite wisdom could tap the wings of a butterfly, knowing the exact outcome of everything that will happen afterwards. So he could tap the wings of a butterfly and make you whatever the fuck you want. Because you have infinite wisdom. You know that this action will lead to this action, will lead to this action, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, there's an upward spiral. We've all heard of it. Actually, no, I'm thinking of it wrong. There's a downward spiral, right? Everyone's heard of going on a downward spiral because it's really easy to go on a downward spiral. You do one thing wrong, then you do the next thing wrong because it becomes easier to do the next thing wrong. And you do the next thing wrong, and then before you know it, you're like, I might as well eat that piece of pizza, right? You do the next thing wrong, and then before you know it, boom, depression. But considering the law of inverse proportions, there must also be an upward spiral. Because there's a downward spiral, there must also be an upward spiral. So if you do one thing right, start right here, you do one thing right, boop. You do another thing right, boop. You do another thing right, boop. You do another thing right, boop. And slowly but surely, over the span of a few years, if you keep doing the right decisions, success. Simple as that. I've heard this quote from somewhere. I don't know where it was from, actually, which is probably a bad thing. But I don't know where it's from. I know every single successful person fucking believes in it, though, because they live by this shit. Because they all study the same shit. They all have the same wisdom. They're all products of the same good decision making. But they say, whatever that quote was, it says that success might have been Alex Hermosi. I'm not sure, whatever. Success is good decisions repeated over a span of time. It's an equation. Success is an equation. Depression is also an equation. I think it's the opposite. Depression is bad decisions made over the span of a certain time until you reach depression, which if you're already in a bad situation, you can hit depression in a day. If you're in my situation, I would hit depression in like a month and a half. It'd take me a long ass time to feel that way. Because I'd have to destroy everything I am right now. But success is making those good decisions, having those good habits, working when you want to, having the wisdom, having the desire to seek wisdom, to seek more knowledge, having humility, understanding that you are not where you are going to be, I guess. Having humility is simply just, you are nothing right now than you can be. Even if you're a millionaire, even if you're ripped, six-pack, you have a good relationship, whatever, you still need to have humility. You still need to say, I'm not enough. Which to some people might sound toxic, but it's actually extremely healthy depending on how you fucking think about it. I'm not enough, but I can be. I'm not enough right now because I know I could be so much better. That's how you need to start thinking about life. Having humility, having integrity in your own beliefs. But having humility also makes it so that you can change your beliefs, which is a little bit interesting, but if you live like me, you kind of get it. You can change your beliefs, but you also have integrity in standing by those beliefs until something better is shown, basically. Before the last belief I changed, my beliefs haven't changed for 1.5 years. But something major happened that changed one of my beliefs. I'm not going to say what it is. But something major happened that changed one of my beliefs. And it was anecdotal evidence, but it was also just seeking wisdom from other people who've been in my situation. And I realized that just what I was doing was wrong. Even in the moment, I realized what I was doing was wrong. And it just wasn't worth it. So I changed my belief to obviously make it just like every other one of my beliefs, which is, delayed gratification and all that shit. So that one belief was the last one that I changed. But before that, it was 1.5 years. And 1.5 years, obviously, before that is when this whole thing started. Me losing weight. It started off with me just being like, fuck being fat, man. I'm fucking done with this shit. But 2 days after I decided, stop being fat, it hit me. I'm like, fuck my life, man. I just need to become who I want to be. I can't give up on that childhood dream that I had of being the best version of myself possible. I feel like if I don't become the best version of myself possible, I'm just letting myself down. I'm letting down my future potential wife and kids, mostly kids, mother, father, brother, best friends. I'm letting down all of them by not being my best self. I feel like my best self wouldn't be here because my best self would have already started doing this shit years ago when he had the fucking urge to, bitch. But I'm just on a delayed journey, I guess. Or maybe it's all fucking God's plan or some shit. And this is the path of my best self. Because I know that the path of my best self, the path to my fucking enlightenment as a human being, to be healthy, to be happy with who I am. And I don't care what the fuck any of you think. That's why I'm putting this out there. This is me. This is unequivocally me. Okay? I don't care. If I were to make the single decision to go to college, I have already failed my life. And I know that sounds so weird, so out there, so extreme. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that successful people are very, very extreme. Very extreme. I really don't like how that side of my fucking hair is taller than the other. It's pissing off my OCD. But I've known since I was like 10. I was like, my path does not include college. It does not include wasting my life with all these fucking retards who are spending 4 years of their life partying, and because they didn't have a social life in high school, are deciding to go to college for a social life. Or because they're too lazy to, let's say, if they're going in for game design, make a video game. If they're too lazy to do that, instead of, putting in the work, instead of doing the singular steps of, maybe I should storyboard an idea. Or I bet you already have an idea, don't you? Maybe I should storyboard an idea. Maybe I should make some music for the game. Maybe I should actually start designing the introduction to the game, the main menu, maybe. Maybe I should start figuring out what the style of the game is going to be. 2D, 3D is going to... What genre is it going to be? What blah, 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 blah. Instead of doing that, instead of putting the work in and making a game, you're instead wasting time listening to people who've never made a game in their life, who just know, like, Unity or something. Which, I mean, that's fine if they know how to use Unity. But they're not game designers. Instead of making a game, you're going to college because you're using college as an excuse that you can't make a game yet, that you can't be successful yet. You're going to fail. You're going to realize that once you get out of college, you're exactly in the situation that I was in a year ago. With constantly making excuses of, I can't do YouTube yet. I can't do YouTube yet. I can't do this, but I don't have my certification yet. Why would people ever trust me in helping them with their body goals? Even though it suddenly hit me, wait a minute, I lost 72 fucking pounds, and now I'm bulking and I'm doing well. Everyone's telling me I look fucking massive, I'm clearly not. Everyone's telling me I look massive. Everyone's telling me I look great. People are saying that I'm an inspiration. But no, I can't be. And suddenly imposter syndrome hits. And it's like, everything's a fucking circle. Everything comes full fucking circle. You cannot tell me that you want to make a video game, that you want to be a game designer. And then instead of making a video game, go to college for game design. Why not just make a game? Sure, your first game is going to be dog shit. Your first game could be a mod for, I don't know. Actually, what is the name of that game? I don't know why. I was trying to make a Toby Fox reference, but I forgot the name of the... I'm actually losing it. I forgot the name of the game that he based Undertale off of. And the mod he made for that game. Not Underground. Underbound? Yeah, I'm getting closer. Something bound. Earthbound. Earthbound. Got it. Not Underbound. Undertale. Underbound. Yeah, okay. Go ahead. Make a Halloween mod for Underbound. Okay. Make a Halloween mod for Underbound. I can't say Underbound. For Earthbound. It's gonna be shit. Right? Make 20 games for children that nobody likes. But then, out of pure rage, you make a game, and suddenly, because you've been making games for years, you're good at game design now, even though your first games were shit, it clicks. And what happens? Oh, you get an Undertale, or you get a Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, that's interesting. It's almost like they put in the work. Huh. That's crazy, dude. And you have those outliers who say they just, popped up and they were successful because they studied for years, like Dream. But no one will know because barely anyone, I mean, he had like 1,500 subs before he made that PewDiePie video that first blew up. And then he probably removed all the rest of his videos because he realized he had a brand immediately. I don't know. For YouTube, it's the same thing. It's just you upload and upload and upload. You get better and better and better. And for me, I already know that I can get good at this YouTube thing extremely fucking fast. But yet there's still the imposter syndrome in me that's saying, you're not the right person for this. You're fucking ugly, dude. You're not even jacked yet. What makes you think people are gonna watch you if you're not your best self, No, nobody's gonna want to watch a person developing into their best self. That's fucking stupid, right? that's probably it for this video. I kind of just rambled today because I was really pissed that it's a holiday. And I'm going to go down and do a quick editing for the video I'm making. A little montage sequence. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hey, at least I recorded today. Butterfly effect, I know if I do this every day, I'm going to be successful in like 2 years, so who cares? You know? Well, not this. This isn't going to help me, but just recording, doing work, having the balls to actually, like, record a skit or do work is just, that's going to make me successful. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. My allergies are so bad. Okay. I feel like shit. Because I ate like a fucking shit. Okay. Bye for now. Have a good one.